Ahlan wa sahlan. I'm gonna take you through my sort of plants that I have outdoor. First, I'm gonna show some like repotting or like sticklings that I'm taking from some other plants that I actually have indoor. So I'm gonna see if I can flip around the camera and show you. So here, this is actually some Himalayan grass. I think the plant is called that, and this one gives off so much of these kinds of small sticklings that you can sort of just cut off. And I have taken, not from this plant, because this one I have like repotted from some of these sticklings, but all of these I have actually taken from like a large full-grown plant, and they actually have some roots. And I found that to make these grow faster roots, I put some nutritional like stuff into the water and just let them sit like this for maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then I will repot them. These are also some cuts that I have taken from another plant, but I don't know if they're gonna start. And behind here I actually have these I actually put into, whoops, I don't know if this one is gonna start, to be very honest. This one I think will start, but I put them in this pot all together because I want to see which ones of these are gonna start off. Then here behind I have a few different geraniums, and this one, I think this one actually got too much sunlight because I had it in the windowsill, and as you can see, this one fell off. This one I actually put down into the soil today, so it hasn't grown any roots whatsoever. I will see if it starts, but it's actually kind of a fun project to have in the corona crisis. Now, I actually was at the supermarket, and they had like what is it, like sale, half price on the plants that they had. So it was half the price of the full price, you know. So I got one more geranium. So in another video that I have posted, you can see like all of the geranium plants that I have currently, you know. Who knows how many I will have. No, but this one is actually one of these very nice types of geraniums that has a lot of flowers, and it actually grows, I think, really like large, and gives off a lot of flowers when it actually is in season. So, and the leaves are really like nice kind of green color, and they're more like silky. They are not like super what is called, like, you know, hairy. So there are some geraniums, they have less flowers on one of the stems versus this one. I actually showed in the video I have about geraniums, I showed one that I have that is with white flowers, but it doesn't have so many flowers literally. So this one is having a lot more. So I'm very happy about this one. I think I actually gonna keep this one indoor because I already have some other ones outdoor, but it was like half price. It was so inexpensive, you know. So when you're finding plants like this, it's nothing is wrong with them, and you can basically keep them through from a lot of generations, and you can even keep them indoors, outdoor. It's a kind of a good finding. So I'm gonna try show some of the plants I have outdoor, and this is like because the balcony thing, you will see, is actually going to be redone, so it's not gonna be the final product, and that's where I have some plants. So I'm gonna try and show some of them. We will see. Okay, so this one, because I was asking one friend of mine who actually she has like, she's not in Sweden, she's like actually in Dubai. So She has some flowers on her balcony during the spring when they have like the season for it, and she actually said that I should try find something that is in this color. So this is actually a chocolate plant. I have showed it before, but this is how I sort of put the flowers together. So I have this one, which is the chocolate smelling plant, together with this white flower, yeah, like small flowers. This one kind of grows on the ground, and it's just covering up all of the soil. This one is more, as you can see, it's more like tall and whimsical, so it actually adds kind of a nice combination to have them in the same pot. Also the colors are quite good together. This one is not is actually not a flower. This is pak choi, which is like a salad that they have in Thailand. And this one is actually giving off some flowers, and I had to remove the flowers because otherwise all of the nutrition will go to the flowers. And now this one was actually having too much sun, so some of the leaves got completely like dried up, which I had to remove, but I just wanted to see which ones that would start grow after I added some water. And now I keep this one, I would say, because now I have it on a, it's more like a shady kind of area of the outdoor place. So, and it actually is a lot better than having it in direct sunlight. So, and as you can see, it's growing like new leaves, and as soon as these leaves get a little bit larger, I'm going to try and like chop them off and use them in the kitchen, because I think here where I live, it's not going to be optimal conditions for this plant. Also, I keep it in a pot which is in plastic, and I think it would have grown a lot better if it was on a like soil in on the basic land. Then can I try show this one? So this one I keep over here, and this one is actually, yeah, it's just like hanging down, and it has these kind of pink steams, and then it has just these speckled types of leaves. Now, because this one is being redone, this whole balcony here, I actually have found that I needed to cover up this area because it doesn't look so nice. So this one was actually perfectly over here because it covers up the whole this one, I don't know what it's even called, some construction stuff, and I just keep this one here. And also this one didn't either like sunlight. I would actually recommend, if you have something like this that's just hanging down, to not have like keep it in too direct sunlight, because the leaves are gonna get like really dry. And now this one is really happy here in the shade. Then right over here, if I can zoom it in, these are like cilantro that I have grown from seeds, so they are not like purchased in any like pot. And actually I need to remove some of those like plants in that pot because it's currently too many in one. And then I'm gonna try and step down here. So here is just like these kinds of permanent plants. These are like white, or they get really long, the stems, and then it has like white flowers. Then over here is like a this one is like a rose bush, so it's gonna have like roses in it. And then here is like a tree, but it's kind of tall. So some of the white plants, and these grow kind of cohesively together in one piece, and then they're like spreading across the garden here. And then here there are some, okay, by the way, this one, I got this one second hand, and it was, it is in a really, I don't know what this material is called, cement? Concrete? Yeah, it's in concrete material. So, and it's like a leaf, and I actually fill this one up with water, so it's like for the birds or just for the of having it like that. These plants over here are also like permanent in the garden. Basically they just coming back every year, and they are about to start flowering because I can see there are some buds on them, but they actually give off these really tall, long, purple types of flowers. And they also have over time, because this garden is kind of old, or this part, so it has actually spread across the entire garden, and those are really nice, and they're kind of, I don't know, they're just coming back each year. Then over here is, I don't know what these are called. Yeah, they have kind of nice leaves, and they also grows kind of cohesively together. So this one, for example, it looks like a palm tree at the top of a palm tree, kind of. So, and there are like kind of a lot of them here. I think they also have spread. And then behind there is another, I think it's, actually I don't know what that is, but I think it's also a rose bush. And then there is some green, just like a green leaves that's just spreading across the entire ground. I also put some stones that are completely flat, so it's possible to actually walk through here, because otherwise it's going to be too much, like just plants without any what is it called, any kind of order. So it's possible to walk through here, through on these stones, to actually get to the other side of the garden. And because I was removing the balcony thingy, and these concrete things are actually is from that, and I actually going to keep them, I think, for some statues or something. So those are the flowers in this part.